these words are not being overused. The word racist, the word fascist, the word far right, the word bigot. These words have not been overused at all. But what it comes down to is that people online have been so propagandized that they, one, don't get taught what these words mean, so they don't know what these words mean. And also, even when you use these words accurately to describe certain things, they won't believe you using these words because they've all been indoctrinated into cults of personality around these bad faith political commentators online. So even when you use a correct descriptor term and apply it to these bad faith fake conservative actors, they won't believe you because they can't accept any criticism of their cult leaders. So, it doesn't matter how much you use the word racist or far right, these people will just dismiss you using those words no matter what. So anyway, so that's just me explaining very quickly, that these words are not being overused, and these people, they get brainwashed and propagandized by validating their ignorance and their biases, their ignorance towards certain groups and things like that. And when you prey on people's ignorance and their biases and their ignorance and discriminatory opinions to other groups, it ends up creating an effect where when these bad faith actors validate what they think they already know, where if you have someone basically telling you, oh, you're correct, or you're correct in this opinion, you're correct in this opinion, it gets to a point where you start to believe everything that bad faith actor says, no matter how obvious lies that they are spreading and how obviously, evil and bigoted that they are. So, that kind of goes into a little bit of, how they get to a point of where they can't accept any criticism of their cult leader. And the thing is that when you have people that are being validated through these bad faith acting, fake conservative cult leaders, so because they have been validated by these cult leaders, if you then attack their cult leader, they will not be able to accept any criticism of their cult leader, and you will find that your friends, your family, strangers will begin to get hostile towards you just because you said bad things about their cult leader or the person propagandizing them. And it's different between the left and the right, because the left gets annoyed when you basically lie and spread lies about the left. Dangerous lies, actually put their lives in danger. And then also when you spread disinformation that's extremely toxic and puts vulnerable communities at risk. That's the reason. People on the left then, that's why they get frustrated and why they become aggressive. But it's different on the right, where they get aggressive because they've been propagandized and so successfully validated in their biases. Because the reason why I went into how, if you criticize their cult leader, they don't get mad at the person lying to them. They get mad at the people pointing out these lies and these corruptions. So So the reason why that happens is because, if you have a cult leader or a charismatic person online telling them everything that they want to know, everything that they like, validating what they think they already know, they can't accept any criticism. Again, they can't accept any criticism of their cult leader. So when you have someone validating biases, when someone questions their biases, that's why they get hostile towards you. So, and when it comes to, trying to appeal to people that have been propagandized, there's certain rules you have to follow where, like, you can't be antagonistic, you can't be calling them names, and you can't bombard them with facts. You've more got to, like, do the Socratic method, which is, questioning their belief system for them to actually logic themselves into questioning things that they've heard online. And if you look up, how do you talk? How do you convince someone that's been a victim of, like a cult or whatever? You can type it into Google AI, and you can find advice how to actually persuade people you disagree with, and how to get past, these people's, like, cult leaders validating their biases. How to get past their biases. You can basically Google how to do this online. So the reason why I went into the whole, you use the word far right, fascist, stuff like that. The reason why I went into that is because I've been in, like, comment sections, and you have, like, people that have been victimized, basically saying, how, oh, these words don't mean anything, don't mean anything anymore, when it's actually they have been propagandized. One, they're not taught what these words mean, and two, they can't accept these words even when used accurately because they are indoctrinated into a cult of personality. Another thing I wanted to go into as well. Oh, by the way, if you got this far in the video, please like and subscribe if you want to hear more, if you want to get more content in your subscription feed, and share the videos if you've done. What was I just wanted to go into? All right, and when it comes to what these words like fascist means or what right wing means, no amount of propaganda that these people spread will ever change the facts of what these words mean. And even if people overuse the words, which they're not, the definition of these words will always remain the same. It's just like, it doesn't matter how much they try to say that fascism is left wing. The facts online will always show that fascism is a very specific type of right-wing form of authoritarianism that includes white supremacy, bigotry, racism, hate towards the LGBTQ, xenophobia. These are the things that make fascism unique. And it doesn't matter how much propaganda people put out there, like lying about these words. It doesn't matter, even if people are using the words overused, it's not going to change what the definition of these words are. I think I managed to cover everything I wanted to go into. So if you appreciate what I'm doing on this channel and you got this far, please like and subscribe. I don't get many likes on my channel. I'd appreciate it if you would like my channel, like each video, and if you want to learn anything else politically, or most importantly, like philosophy-wise, philosophy videos on my channel are quite neutral. Please go through my channel and watch as many political videos or philosophical videos as you can, because it will help push my channel on the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching the video. I managed to successfully put everything that I want to do in this video. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you very much, and remember, like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you very so much.